Well, JJ is the guy, whether they want him to be or not at this point, because Carson Wentz is out for the year now with a shoulder. So he's done. So it's up to JJ McCarthy now, whether they're ready for him to be, whether he's ready for it or not. Like I think it's kind of now or never time for him. Like he's got to come out and show it. And unfortunately for him, it's going to be at Ford Field against the Lions, who gave up 9 points last week or 2 weeks ago against Tampa. So not exactly the easiest spot to go in for JJ, but yeah, this is his time now. Like he's going to have the reins of the rest of this year, and he's got to show it, because if he doesn't, at least that fan base is going to be screaming like, "Hey, what did we do? Did we make the wrong decision and not stick with Darnold?" Because they won 14 games last year with Darnold, and went into the last.
Like a lot of people were screaming that they should have took Penix, and you know it. It's
Well, I
tough
don't
on
know about all that, but I mean they could have stuck with Darnold and probably been pretty good right now.
Yeah.
Darnold looked. I mean, he struggled. Obviously, he struggled in the last game against the Lions, in the game for the division title, and then didn't really show that much in the playoff game either. So I can understand it kind of fizzled out at the end there, but for the majority of the season, I mean, he had that offense humming, and he was getting the ball to Jefferson, getting the ball to Addison. And that offense was rocking and rolling until the very end. But they won 14 games. They won 14 games with Darnold. So it was a huge risk to hand that over to essentially a rookie. I mean, McCarthy, this is his second year, but he was hurt all last year. So he didn't really get a chance to develop. Because usually, a rookie quarterback, even if he doesn't play in regular season games or start in regular season games, like he's developing in practice. Well, he was out. I mean, he was injured. So he didn't have that opportunity. So this is really kind of his rookie year. So to hand it off to essentially a rookie when he had a quarterback that led you to 14 wins last year and had that offense going, it was a huge risk. And so far it's not looking good for Minnesota. It looks like they may have made a big mistake.
Yeah, I think that's going to come to a head on this week, because I think Dan, and we can get into our predictions here. I think it's going to be a bloodbath, honestly. You look at these rankings, these comparisons. Like, one team is definitely a lot better than the other, and I think it's really going to come to show this week. I think they're going to piff. I think they're gonna put up 50, man. I want to. Okay, so I'm gonna say 51. 51 to 17, and I think it's gonna be ugly. Um, I like these numbers here. What do you think, Dan?
I mean, 51, that's a lot to say. I mean, I can't really disagree with you. I really, there isn't really much I could say that would say like, yeah, there's no way that's going to happen. It definitely looks very lopsided. 51 points is a lot, man. I don't know if I'm willing to go that far, but I do think this is going to be definitely a double-digit win for the Lions. And I think JJ's going to struggle. I think Hutchinson's going to be all over him. I think they're going to have some good, different exotic blitzes that they're going to bring. I see Barnes getting a sack or two. Yeah, this is going to be a rough one for the Vikings for sure. I would say something like, I can't go that high, but I'll say something like a 38-17, 38-20, something in that range, where the Lions pretty much dominate and they kind of cruise, maybe they take the foot off the gas, kind of midway through the third quarter, late third quarter, take it easy a little bit, just run the ball, run the clock, something along those lines. But I think the Lions pretty much control this from beginning to end. Like it's tough to see how Minnesota hangs with the Lions, at Ford Field. The Lions coming off a bye week. Everything just kind of plays in the Lions' hands for this game.